canter. Good boy. Good. Turn. Good. Hind quarter yield. Ah, good boy. Super. Super. Good man. I never thought this would be possible. Hi, it's Tracy and Senna, and we have reached a stage in our relationship where I feel like we are ready to try a little bit of freestyle. And Senna, as you know, just didn't have any inclination of wanting to be with me. He just was like wanting to get out of the arena. It was like that book, do you know that book? He's just not that into you. Well, that was Senna. I tried not to take it personally, but he really just didn't want to be with me at all. So I've been using the lunge journey to just try and develop a bit of a connection with him. And then from there, I think we'll be in a much better place to have a relationship and genuinely have relaxation going forwards in his work. So let's see, anything could happen, but let's just see. So previously we didn't have, we were just getting to grips with the stop and the go. Now we have an invisible lunge line. So let's see what you think. Good boy. Okay, so to rod. Good. Good man. Trotting. Trotting. Good boy. Trotting. Yes, Baba. Hind quarter yield. Good boy. Good boy. I just love this. Is this not amazing? I would like a bit more focus on me. Good boy. There's a pigeon there. Can you see? Good boy. Good. Ah. Good. Stretching. Hind quarter yield. Yes. Good man. Hind quarter yield. Good. So Jenku, the only thing is, I mean, I love this, he's moving, he seems happy, he doesn't want to stay with me for very long. I think that's just he's still got quite a lot of energy. So I feel like we're still on wobbly ground right now, here. He'd like to just get going again. Good boy. Good. Nice. You don't need to run away. Good. You don't need to run away. Walk is nice. Okay, we're trotting. That's nice. Good man. Good. Hind quarter yield. Oh, you're so clever. I love that it's so playful. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Ah, very nice. And trot. Good boy. Let's have a canter. Good. Good man. Beautiful. Trot. Good. And stretch. Good. Hind quarter yield. Look at that. Hey. Good boy.
Thank you, Tracy, for your lovely video with Senna. I have to say that I am very impressed with your progress in the last 2 or 3 weeks. What is very nice for me to see is two things. So first of all, he's now starting to stretch forward and down by himself. So without you doing anything really that one can notice physically, suddenly he's doing all by himself, starting to stretch forward and down, or so it appears. So it's really very good to see that, to notice that, because I think that you've worked really hard on yourself to get him to relax and be able to stretch forward and down. And then the second thing, so these are all the little tells that I look for. The second thing is that he's actually now turning a 90-degree angle and coming to a standstill and looking at you with two eyes, whereas the previous film he was actually stopping at a 45-degree angle to you and waiting, almost poised, ready to go again. And part of that, the reason for him stopping like that was because he wasn't really relaxed. So that you obviously know. But to explain a little bit what is happening physically for him. So if he's not really relaxed, he's not able to uncontract or release his back muscles, and therefore if he's not able to release his back muscles, he won't be able to drop his head and neck. So that in itself is already a good sign when he's trying to stretch long and low by himself. And ultimately, if the back muscles are uncontracted, it's easier for the stomach muscles to do their job, to swing the inside hind leg more forward and under. So that's just happening in the long and low. So then when we talk about the turn, if you again think about the left half and the right half of his body, ultimately for him to be able to make a nice turn and bend through his neck and his shoulders and his ribs and then come to a standstill and face you square on, he has to let go of the muscles on the outside of his body in order to contract the muscles on the inside. So if let's talk about the halves. If he has to let go of the left half of his body in order to contract the right half of his body in order to make that turn, and then obviously vice versa, if you're on the left rein, he has to let go of the right half of his body to contract the left half of his body in order to make a proper turn. And so it's really nice to see how the relaxation is manifesting. And then now that you've trained the answer in hand on the ground, it is possible to transfer this mindset under saddle, because ultimately when we put him inside our invisible box between the bit and the reins and your legs, we're really containing Senna, and that ultimately makes him feel claustrophobic. And the more claustrophobic he feels, the more he's going to go into opposition reflex, the more he's going to fight with your invisible box, which is ultimately not what we want. So now that you've trained him what to do, that he can actually find neutral within himself, it'll be that much easier for you to transfer this mindset under saddle, and you'll see it's going to be a very, very different horse underneath you. So you've really worked very hard on yourself, and I'm very, very impressed with the work that you've put in on him. So thank you so much for sharing this video. I really appreciate it. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask, and I'm really looking forward to your next video.